an Excel document that's going to have 3 sheets on it. Y'all know what I mean by 3 sheets? You know how there's the little tabbies at the bottom? They'll say sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. That way I can just click sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 on this document that you have saved for me. Sheet 1 is going to be what you cost being a senior this year or a junior this year, okay? But what you cost this year. That cost is what you cost your parents and yourself. It's just what you cost. So you're not trying to figure out, well, my mom paid for this and I paid for it. We're not doing that. Just what you cost. So the first thing you have to do is set up a main category. So one main category is going to be hygiene products. Then you're going to list the items of hygiene products. So you'll list deodorant. I picked a hang on, I'm bleeding. Sorry, that's funny. So then, we'll just do this. No one knows. You'll put your item here, and it would be deodorant, toothpaste, face wash, eyeliner, for everybody. No, just kidding. But whatever you use, you list right here. Razors, all of the items that are hygiene products that you use. If you don't consider makeup hygiene, because it's not technically, you could make a makeup as a main category also for females that are out there that use makeup. You don't have to, but if you are a female and you choose to use makeup, you have to have that, okay? Then you're going to put your items over here and you're going to list all of your makeup items. After you have the items, you're going to give me the price. You're going to go to Clinique if you get it at Clinique, or I, half of my stuff is brand and half of it Walmart. So whatever you use, you're going to put the price. My foundation is Mary Kay, so I'm going to have to, that's more expensive, but my powder is from Amazon. So you just put those things on there like they are, okay? The price is from the place you get it. You don't have to tell me the place you get it, but you have to put a price on there for how much it is. Your toothpaste, $2.39. You put $2.39 in your toothpaste. Now this is the deal. Now you've got to get me a yearly cost. Well, how do you get a yearly cost when you use toothpaste? Maybe it lasts you every 2 months you get a new tube, but deodorant every month you get a tube. So what you're going to do is, if it's deodorant, you're going to take this number, multiply it by 12, and put it here. But your toothpaste, you only use it every other month, so it's only really 6 months out of a year. You would take this number, multiply it, you would take this number right here, multiply it by 6, and then put the yearly cost right there. Are y'all figuring that out now?
Yeah.
So that's hygiene products. Another category you're going to have is going to be your health. You're then going to have under health doctor's visits, because you should go annually at least to the doctor. I don't, so don't judge, don't think about me. You should be going. My motto is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but that's not a good motto because sometimes you don't know something's broken, right? So anyways, doctor's visits, you're going to put in your copay right here. It would probably be like $25, $35. I don't know your insurance. That's a question for your parents to find out, hey, what is our copay for the doctor's visits? You'll put that in, and then how many times do you go a year? Do you get, seasonally sick? Do you go 3 times a year? Do you go get concussions all the time and you get 20 times this year? No names? So that's what you would then put. I did have a specialist visit, so I don't have a specialist, but my husband does, because y'all know he has heart, things. So he has a specialist. Those are like $100 a visit because they're more.
Students, reminder that Coach Wyman's sports medicine class is meeting right now in the field house. I know it's raining, but you still need to go to the field house. Thank you.
So cool. They're like, I can't get wet. It's probably a bunch of boys. Okay, all right, so I'm managing myself. So then you have specialists. Maybe you've had to go to the hospital once or twice this year, something like that. Then you would have hospital visit. It's not on there, but you would add it. Medication. Medication includes things that are prescribed to you or OTC. What does OTC mean? Over the counter. So maybe you get a little Tylenol every once in a while. Maybe you get some Benadryl every once in a while, some Zyrtec, whatever. You have to list it here. Maybe you also have to take diabetes medication, whatever that is. You list it here. Then your insurance. How much does your health insurance cost? You then put the price, and then most of these things are going to be based on a monthly price, pretty much, except for like doctor's visits. Maybe, you only go twice a year, so you would take 35 times 2, and that would get your yearly cost. After that, you go to your car. When you get to your car, which is your main category, you're going to list tires for every 3 years. So basically, you take the cost of a tire, you divide it by the tires would cost you about $600, but you only need them every 3 different. Then you get to your car insurance, you list it. You get to your inspection sticker, you list it. You list your gas. How much gas do you use a month? And then times it times 12. Then you have your oil changes. How many oil changes do you need in a year? And then you do that. If you don't know how many oil changes, it's about 4. Okay? These numbers you may not know. That's why I'm here. I have lived in a small little apartment in my life, because I'm 36, right? I have lived in a bigger apartment. I have lived in a townhouse. I've lived in a small house and a little bit bigger house. And then my parents have lived in, I'm not, so don't judge me, but my parents have a real big house. So if you need any price range, I could tell you where it is based on either my life or my parents' life. Okay? So I can tell you pretty much any price of anything, and that's why I'm here to help you. Your first spreadsheet is that. It's the hardest one because you are figuring out the cost of everything you probably have never really known. You get to the second spreadsheet. The second spreadsheet, you get to copy and paste the first one and put it to the second one. Other than, like senior year costs, you won't carry those over. So your senior year cost, prom, NHS, any other things that you possibly could have spent this year. So you would have a senior year thing, your yearbook, your all that stuff. We could be here for a day just talking about your senior year costs, your applications for college, so forth, so forth. I'm going to stop there. But you know what you have to list under senior year. So when you go to the next column is for college. It could be different. Are you going to stay in college 4 years, or are you going to do the 5-year plan and get your master's, or are you going to go on and get your doctorate? So it's going to look different for each of you depending on what you're going to do in college. So if you are just getting a 4-year degree, you will have a column it's going to look just like this, but you're going to add a 4-year column. So it'll look just like this except for a 4-year column. What will be added to college? Just the college stuff. College books, room and board, tuition, sorority, things like that will be added. But pretty much that's it, and you'll copy and paste this over. So see how the second one's going to be a lot easier? You delete off senior year, you copy the rest, you paste it, and then you just add the college stuff to it. Let's get to the last one. The last one is, okay, now I have a degree, I'm going to work. This one's a little different. On the one for work, the first thing you're going to do is look up the starting pay of your salary. You must look up starting. I was real cocky and confident when I was young. I was like, girl, I'm cute, I'm kind of smart. So I thought I would get out and be making the middle range. I'm like, they're going to give me money, right? No. So I was really, really naive in the fact of thinking that people would just want to hire me. You have to work at it. You have to prove that you're better. You have to try really hard and get rejected a lot to get a good job. In addition to that, so the first path I took off, I was going to be first a surgeon, then I stepped down another notch and I said maybe a pharmacist, and then I was like, no, maybe I'll do a PA, then maybe a nurse. And then the next thing you know, I said, and I was working in a pharmacy all this time and all that kind of stuff. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, maybe I'll just be a teacher. That's good. So that's why I fell into this, and I've always loved kids, too, on top of that. But while I was thinking about that, I also thought about pharmaceutical sales. And so I applied to several different ones. I got rejected about 6 times, and I got a job like the 7th time. Somebody finally said they would take me, and then they wanted. So I decided not to move. I was in love with my husband at the time. We were cute. So, anyways, I know. So I left that one behind. But that's the thing. I want you to realize you get rejected a lot, and you have to be ready for that. And then you just kind of get the starting salary. So what I'm going to talk to you right now, because I know all the numbers for teaching, is starting salary of a teacher. So a starting salary of a teacher in Texas is about $48,000. The first thing on your last spreadsheet is going to say $48,000 if you want to be a teacher. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take out 401k or 403b. If you're a teacher, it's going to be 403b. If you're in the real world, you're going to say 401k. You should be maxing out on your 401k. What is the maximum amount that the government will let you put into a 401k account? Tell me right now.
20,000.
$18,000 a year. And it's called tax deferred money. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put $48,000 and you're going to take 18 off of that because you're going to save for retirement so one day you can retire. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take off taxes. Because see, that money was tax deferred, so you get to take it off first before you take taxes out. So you're going to start off with having $48,000, take off 18 because that's the max you can take out, and then you're going to come back and take out Uncle Sam's portion. Uncle Sam, after that, gets, depending if you're married or not at that time, between 25 and 40%. That's what he takes. Okay? You will probably, if you're a teacher, you're going to fall into like the 27 percentile. If you're married like me, I'm in the 33rd percentile. And if you get just a little bit more, you jump up. They take you straight on up to 40. You get, well, no, there's a 35 then a 40, but you get to 35 and you jump straight to 40. And they take 40 of it. If you have a business that you run, most likely you'll be in the 40. My brother has a business, he's in the 40 because your business, if you're a small business owner, it's counted as your income too, personal, whether you get to take it home or not. So his business may make $1 million, so they count that he's making $1 million, but is he really making $1 million? No. So he's automatically in the 40 percentile in government terms. Okay, so you're going to at least be in the 27. What does that mean? Now that you have that number, you take off 27% and give it to Uncle Sam. Then after that, you're going to go back and you're going to add out some savings. You must say what is the amount you should be saving for a rainy day. It should be 10 to 15%. I shoot higher because I believe higher is better on that. But the minimum is 10 to 15%. Goes into a savings account on top of that. If y'all want to just hear the numbers right now, where's my, hey, can you get in my purse and get my cell phone? Or somebody give me a cell phone? Cell phone? I just need a calculator. Thank you. Because this is not happening in my head. Okay, so right now we have $48,000. I'm gonna take off of that 18, right? Because that's what you give to 401k or 403b. That gets me to $30,000. I'm then going to take off and say I'm paying 27, which I'm not, but you will coming out because you won't be married maybe. So that's going to be another $8,000 off of that. So you take 30,000 minus 8. I have now got myself down to $22,000. That's just in retirement and Uncle Sam's portion. Now I have to take off my savings. I need to be saving 10 to 15. I'm just going to take 10 off because I'm kind of broke already. So $22,000, and I'm going to take off 10% is going to leave me. I'm going to take off $2,200. So $22,000 minus $2,200 leaves me with $19,800. I have $19,800 to pay for a place to live, to pay for my car insurance, to pay for my hygiene products, to pay for my cleaning supplies over there, and see if you can afford it. The things that you have to change when you shift this over, though, from senior year, right now, you're on a family plan of your phone. Your parents going to cut you off at this point. That family plan from being where your portion is really only like $25, $50 a month, your phone will cost you $100. So prices will go up. Your living expenses will go up. So when you get to those numbers, ask me numbers. I'll tell you the true numbers. I'm not going to shoot you high just to scare you. I'm going to shoot you straight. Okay? If it scares you, it scares you. But I'm going to give you the exact number. I'm not going to go really high. I'm going to shoot you right at what it should be because I've lived there. I know what the numbers are. Okay? So that's our budget project. Y'all are good? Thank you. Don't forget, on this, there's so many different categories. There's car, there's health, there's senior year, there's a gift category. You should be buying, Mother's Day is around the corner, hint, 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 hint. Okay? You should be buying little gifts for people. If you are a guy and you are taking out, if you are in a relationship where you are the same sex, the expectations are not the same as if it's a guy and a girl on this aspect. The reason is because if it's a guy and a girl, most likely the girl's going to be having a baby. If I'm having a baby, you can pay for my dinner. We've talked about this before, right? So you're going to put that in the category. If it's a same-sex relationship, flip a coin. You pay, I pay, you pay, I pay, right? But the other way around, you know, that's the way it's going to be. So that's that. Questions? Don't fumble on your phone. Any questions about it? Y'all are excited. Excitement in the air. I feel it.
I promise you that's a joke. I'm actually broke right now. splitting.
You need to get a job.
I still have a job.